What's up, YouTube? Appreciate y'all liking the video, subscribing, all the subscribers and the comments. I mean, that's, really one of the reasons why we started doing the YouTube is to kind of try to get connected with some of you other guys out there. Everybody's going to do things a little bit different, and that's what's cool about it. Don't really necessarily make it right or wrong, but it's just cool to see, right? But I want to talk a little bit today while we're getting some things prepared for this weekend. It's Thursday evening right now, and I didn't even think I was going to be home, man. My schedule changes so much. We already had it planned. Cody was going to cut tomorrow by himself and do what he could, and then I was going to cut Saturday by myself and do what I could in hopes that we got it all done. But luckily, some things changed at the last minute, and I'm able to be home. I've been working down in Daytona all week. But yeah, so now we got some time to get some things done. But been thinking a lot about kind of what I talked about last week. Like, why are you doing it? Why did you start it? Has it changed? Have your goals changed? Things like that. And one of the things that I have realized, I really realized it after we bought this dump trailer. This is really at the point that I thought, okay, we need to be very careful with what we're doing with our money, because and then this kind of all ties in to why we're doing what we're doing. But what I want to say is, I love this dump trailer. We have used this dump trailer a bunch. It's been great personally, and it's been decent business wise for the amount of time that we have actually had to be able to use it, right? We still haven't advertised about the renting it. We still haven't finished even putting the letters on it. I mean, we just really, mowing season kicked in like it is, and we've just been busy, like all y'all already know. But what I wanted to say is, this dump trailer was like $13,000. We haven't even came close to making the $13,000. We made money in the wintertime with it, which was great. Hauled some gravel, hauled a bunch of trash. I don't know. We made a couple $1,000s with it, maybe. And during times where we didn't think we would be able to make that money. That was nice, but it's been sitting here. I think the last time we used this was May the 4th. I think, and it's June the 20th. So what did that do? So what it did was, we bought the truck in December. We bought this, I think, in July. The truck was $33,000. Expensive, right? That's expensive for a truck that usually, well, now that mowing season's kicked in, it's getting crunk up on Friday and Saturday, and it's sitting right here Sunday through Thursday. All the stuff's in the shed there. The truck and everything won't fit in there, and that's fine. But so let's talk money. So the truck was $33,000. We put down $10,000, so we had a loan for $23,000. The dump trailer's $13,000. So you put that stuff together, and I sit here and I think, basically we'd have had a $10,000. If we'd have decided to have done that, right, we could have put down $23,000. And had a $10,000 payment, and that truck would be paid off this year. Now we wouldn't have this trailer, so like I say, we made a couple $1,000s out of it, and we haven't, like I said, we haven't advertised it and stuff. And I still don't think it was a bad purchase, but I think what it was more than anything was probably a wrong time purchase. Good purchase, but at the wrong time. That's more than once that we've done that, to be honest with y'all. The walk behind was the same thing. Bought that thing right off the jump, thinking we're gonna have to have this for some of these back gates and yards, and we do. But to be honest with you, if you break it down, the yards we actually use that mower in versus the cost comparison, we would 100% be totally fine without that mower, without that payment, and without them yards. That thing has been a headache as far as trying to route things, right? What it ended up doing, we're already spread out here where we are, And what it ended up doing was it created a problem in how we do our yards and when we do them. What I mean by that is there might be a couple yards, let's just say out in Bremen, that we use them in, but there's also a whole bunch of other yards that we need the two mowers that we could do on one big swooping route, right? But now we have to break it up. So what that did is it actually created us to have to drive more miles. That's why I say that was premature. For the market that we're in, of course, we didn't know where this was going to go, but we should have let it get a little bit farther down the road before we ever made a decision with a mower, and really with the trailer. Because like I say, at the end of the day, if you take that trailer out of it and you take that mower out of it, and the money we've made with that mower, this truck's paid for. And that's huge. So y'all be careful with the decisions that you make, especially if you're surviving off of this money. We've reinvested, I mean, it's obviously not hard to tell, we've reinvested every dime we've made back into this business. New trailer, new truck, well, not a brand new truck, but you know, new to us, brand new trailer, brand new walk behind. That's an old mower. Best purchase we've ever made right here, $1,000. 2001 model, 61-inch Skag, Turf Tiger. I mean, it's in great shape. And it's a 61-inch mower. By far the best purchase we've ever made. Bought the Laser Z brand new, first year. I knew that was going to happen. Me and Cody started with two 52-inch radius E-Series we already personally had before we ever even thought about starting this business. Cody was cutting 4 or 5 yards at the time on the side, just making a little extra money. But the moment we bought this trailer, see, the old trailer that's mine that we started with, I don't think I've shown that. It's a 5x14 single axle. We started with it. And the minute we bought this trailer that I knew we could hold a 60 on, I knew in the back of my head, it wasn't gonna be long we was gonna have a 60. And it wasn't. Bad purchase? No. Little soon? Maybe. You know, when you talk about a mower with the way that it's set up right now, you're talking about over $18,000 in that mower, between the twills or whatever Exmark calls them, the chute blocker, and the mower. I think the mower was like 16 and some change. Pretty sure those tires were $900 a piece. And then the chute covers, I don't know, I don't remember, 200, whatever. So, I just can't help but think, where would we be if we would have made a couple different decisions? But the reality of it is, when I turn around and look at the situation, and I look at all the equipment we have, I just can't help but think, we need to hone in on what we already have. We need to amplify, ramp this thing up, and focus on what we have equipment for, and not look at growing into anything else. We don't need another mower. We don't need a 30-inch commercial mower. We don't need to go into those markets right now, because that's not what our business is about. Our business, about 98% of it is about them 260s right there for our market. And that's where we need to stay focused. Let's check on Cody. Cody, you got them blades?
Yep.
Cody's been over here sharpening some blades. We just been using a flat disc on a grinder. You know, it's not ideal. We've been thinking about ordering the, I don't know, RBG or RPG blade sharpener. Something we might do in the near future. I don't know if it'd make our blades last any longer or not. I'm not sure. I know we're not holding it at a perfect angle with that grinder, but you know, it's worked so far. Is it perfect? No. Will it get us by though? Yeah, I think it will. And why are we doing this? We got to get back focused on that, because we have a lot of equipment, y'all. And this is not I'm not bragging. I'm just being 100% honest with y'all. I mean, we got a dump trailer. We got that truck. We got this trailer. We got 260s. We got a walk behind. We got a push mower. We got 252s. 2 blowers, 3 weed eaters, sprayer. Like, we got all this stuff. This right here does not have to be had. All of this does not have to be here. It doesn't. You can take that walk behind out of the picture, really doesn't do anything to our bottom line. You can take that push mower out, really doesn't do anything to our bottom line. Those two things combined are like, don't quote me on this, but I'm gonna say somewhere around $7,500 between the push mower and that walk behind. Not to mention the sulky. You don't have to have all this. I'm not gonna get rid of it, we done got it. But if I could go back, right, there's some things you don't have to have. Because here's something that I seem to forget, right? When you add another piece of equipment, doesn't matter if it's a trailer, a mower, a blower, a truck, every one of those things require maintenance at a certain point. I'm just saying it adds up. And if you're not using something enough to justify it, whether it's paid for or not, I still don't know that that's a good place to be. I just don't know. I don't think it is. You want to be as lean as you can. A lean, mean, money-making machine. And I feel like we have already, at this point, got way too much stuff. That's just where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. But me and Cody are still trying to figure out, you know, what exactly we want to try to do. We have to come to terms with a goal that we both can agree on. And I think we need to make our best effort to make that happen for the both of us. But we have not landed on exactly what that is. The only thing that I think we know for sure, and this could also change, is I don't think we ever started this, I know I didn't, to at the end of the day, 5 years from now, be the one sitting on the mower doing all the work. All right, y'all. We got everything loaded up, ready? Ready for tomorrow. Did you throw the lock on that gate? Did you put the lock on that gate? Huh? Yeah. Get everything locked up right here. And you want me to make the route, or you want to? You make the route, I'll make the video. Deal. Don't mess it up though.
All we gotta do is copy it.
I trust you. About 80%. About 80%, man. You gotta keep your eye on Cody, you know. Talk about micromanaging, you got to with him.
Oh,
He'll have us in the wrong, we'll be in the wrong yards. We'll be over on that 3 acres with a walk behind. I'm like, how did this happen? We're done, we're all wrapped up, ready for tomorrow. But yeah, I just want to go back and touch base on staying focused and staying honed in on, you know, really what your goals were. It's what me and Cody's been talking a lot about. It's really what my mind's been thinking about lately, is really trying to get back to the point of what was I thinking when we first started, and really just forgetting all that. It is what it is, right? You've already done what you've done, you've already made the decisions you've made, but there is a future. And well, it's just easy to get caught up out here a little bit, I guess. Whether it's thinking you need something that you don't, or, you know, there's nothing wrong with taking a chance. Without that, you'll never know. But there is a point where you get to just kind of looking around and you just kind of realize that you just kind of need to hone in on things a little bit, I guess. And make good decisions, because we're making decent money, you know. Me and Cody are making decent money working 2 days a week. And well, it's enough that we're sitting there looking at it and thinking, you know, this really could be something, which I always thought it could be, don't get me wrong. But talking about it and then actually seeing it's two different things. So we just really needed to kind of come back to ground zero and look at some facts and really talk about it. And I guess maybe set new goals. There's some goals that we had, some that haven't been reached yet, and some that have been, but there's still so much more to this. Yeah, we're gonna really be trying to take a deep dive, me and Cody, into these next week or so at trying to come up with a plan to move forward, because I don't want to get lost or wrapped up in where we are, where we've came from, and all that hoopla, as much as I want to focus on where do we go from here. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video, y'all. It's just really been a lot on my mind lately about this, and I just don't want to waste time, you know. I don't want to make bad decisions that are going to affect us negatively in the long run, and I don't want it to be something that takes a long time to overcome. So coming in here about halfway through our third season, you know, I'm realizing more so than ever that that's something that we really need to be honed in on. I always knew it in the back of my mind, but I guess it's just more clear now. So yeah, but we'll be back with y'all tomorrow. We do have our slower weekend this weekend. I can't remember off the top of my head. We do have a little bit of a cleanup to do at one of our yards, which is great, because if we don't get any rain within the next probably week, we're probably fixing to skip everybody 2 weeks. And the only reason we're gonna have to do 2 weeks is because we wanna be able to leave everybody on the weekend that they're on. And that's just gonna be better for us in our personal life. And that's what we're gonna need to try to do. So pray for rain. Hopefully we get some, and we'll be back with y'all tomorrow.